S&P 500.
It's your boy, Jimmy. Jimmy.
Now, what's worth doing is worth doing for money.
Straight from y'all street to Wall Street.
Anybody tells you money's the root of all evil, doesn't make up happen.
Dudes wake up, hope their girl turned on so they can get a little bit. Only woman in the morning, I wanna turn on this. Becky quick. While the average man looking at this act like she fine as it. I'm over here looking at tails and whips like, yeah, 5-6. I left the mayhem for the market. Now I don't want a dope spot, I want to stop it. I know that booty got dropped, triggered my stop losses, but I ain't got time for your wop. My V-wops crossing. Rich with hot V's and pushing hot strategy and plans to make grand. Still in my wife beater, Batman pajamas, house slides, and about 5 hot picks for the day. Cause I like the way the Dow bounce. 4 hot dips on call, so I got options. 2 with a lot of volume, 1 with a double bottle. Now I know dumb money don't understand. Am I talking about my trade or just thinking with my MACD? You see, we different in the way we move. You move with kittens and your dog, I move with bears and bulls. I got a green thumb, roll with the marijuana. Waking up with the fun, some commas. Jump out of bed, make profits. Eat my bacon and egg, make profits. Light up, watching them make profits. While I'm still in my sand, making profits. They used to watch me move them packs and die. Now I watch moves in the NASDAQ. Profits. Used to run from the ATF and them cops. Now I run down ETL, make profits. I jump out of bed, make profits. Eat my bacon and egg, make profits. Light up, watching them make profits. While I'm still in my sand, making profits. Yeah. See, me and Jim Cramer been talking mad money. Said today I'm taking a risk. They got the feds coming, but I got support here with me. I call a short squeeze. You get the drop, pull the trigger, and abort these. If she stay on my watch list, I might have to wife her. But I know better. I'm a true trading group lifer. Call up the Wolf of Weed Street. It's time to flip some profits. Go ahead, be hawking. Get your spot here. I'll double top that in the head and shoulders. Hit him up with this resistance. Watch him roll over. Cause I see John Wicks in contract. If I say I make $1 million a day, well, that's a large cap. You moving average, that's why you get crossed. Get split, get delisted, and knocked off. And I'm setting the whole block off. I'm buying GameStop and selling them roadblocks off. Jump out of bed, make profits. Eat my bacon and egg, make profits. Light up, watching them make profits. While I'm still in my sand, making profits. They used to watch me move them packs and stop. Now I watch moves in the NASDAQ. Profits. Used to run from the ATF and them cops. Now I run down ETL. Hey, my family. Hey, go, what we doing, my man? Hey, make profits. Hey, Shug, Mike, what we doing? Hey, make profits. Yo, Wolf, Professor, what we doing? Make profits. That TTG money gang, making profits. We some snipers.
Hey, yo, what's up, everybody? What's going on, folks? Welcome to the True Trading Group live stream. Man, we've got a huge live stream in store for you guys here this evening. We're giving away $1,000. We're talking about inflation data this week. We got more earnings. It's going to be a huge week. I'm going to give you guys some of my top trade ideas. Welcome to the True Trading Group live stream, guys. My name is Michael Edward Parinati. I go by Michael Edward, and I began my career trading and investing about 17 years ago, working for T3 Alpha Fund in New York City. My very first job right out of college. While there, I had to go through a 3-month educational training program where they taught me how to trade. I did not have to figure this stuff out on my own. They did not let me touch $1 of their money until I went through this educational training. Then 2008 happened. That was the Great Recession, the stock market crashed, but also the same year that I received one of the firm's Trader of the Year awards. Now you fast forward, I'm the co-founder and head trader of TTG, and along with my team of 10 professional trading mods and over 30-person staff, we've helped thousands of members from all over the world to reach their goals. See, we actually have members in 115 different countries, truly a global community here at True Trading Group. Now, for those that are not familiar with TTG, we are the fastest growing and highest rated premium online educational platform that is available to the retail trader today because we combine university and professional level trading and investing courses, a simplified version of what I learned going through the 3-month program while working at the fund in New York. We pair that with premium stock market tools. We do live workshops and provide individual mentorship for stocks, options, crypto, and futures. We also cover all styles of trading. We do day trading. We do swing trading. We also do long-term investing. There's something for everybody here inside of TTG. But we take that university level of curriculum. Again, guys, it's a simplified and expanded upon version of what I learned and I worked at the fund in New York. We pair that with today's top financial tools. These are tools that give you more information, that help you make better decisions, that increase your chances of success. But unfortunately, the majority of retail traders don't use them. And that's because they're expensive. You're talking around $5,000 or $6,000 a year. So usually people that are just getting started are automatically at a disadvantage because they're not using any of these things. I know that that is a lot of money to ask for people that are just getting started. That is why we have spent years building relationships with these companies so we can offer their tools and their resources and products on our platform at no additional cost to you, the True Trading Group member. So you guys automatically have access to it and don't have to pay for those things. It's part of the TTG platform. You also get access to all of our members. Our members are the most educated, helpful, supportive, and successful community of traders that you are ever going to find. Not to mention, you're going to get the trade alerts in real time from the moderators and myself that have cumulatively, as a group, been able to maintain a win rate on all of our executions of around 80% now going on the last 3 years. So if you guys are ready to learn trading profit for real, you've come to the right place. 6 nights a week, Sunday through Friday, we go live right here, totally free, where myself, other TTG Pro trading mods, and special guests drop golden nuggets, give you free lessons of education, trade ideas, market commentary, and analysis that can help you all become better traders. So if you have not yet done so, make sure you smash that like button. Make sure you subscribe to this channel. Make sure you turn on your notifications so you never miss out on any one of these live streams. Now, we got an incredible live stream in store for you guys here this evening because one of you is going to win $1,000 later on in this live stream, but all of you are going to be armed with the education, the game plan, the resources to have the very best chance to make money in the markets this week. So pay attention. In a minute, I'm going to give you the first of 2 code words, with the second coming in the middle of this live stream. Then towards the end of the stream, we're going to put everyone's name into a random name picker that is called the Wheel of Names. I'm going to spin that wheel live. And if you are the winner, we will call you. If you are the winner, you will have 2 minutes to send a text message to the number that we put on the screen in order to win the $1,000. If you're unable to provide both code words, we will have to spin the wheel again. All you need is a PayPal or a Venmo account. We'll send you that money if you guys are the winners. All right. Now, before we do get started, I would like to first thank our partners at Benzinga. For those of you that don't know, Benzinga offers their own educational products and tools, yet they still fully endorse the True Trading Group platform and community for the massive added value that it provides to their members. We are grateful to Benzinga for the opportunity to further educate their community and also to offer the Benzinga Pro Newsfeed and Squawk, which is worth over $1,400 a year on its own. If you were to go to Benzinga, it is included when you join True Trading Group. It's free as part of your TTG annual membership. So folks, if you were here from Benzinga, you were all in the right place. And with that being said, the first code word for tonight's giveaway is inflation. Inflation, that is the first code word for tonight's giveaway. That first code word is inflation. Again, there's going to be 2 code words. You need to know them both. The very first one is inflation. So write it down. All right. The very first one is going to be inflation. So write it down. Now, I need you all to listen to me very carefully tonight, because you see, last week I was on this very live stream, this very same channel, even the same time. And I told you that everything had changed. I told you that intense volatility was on its way into this market and that it was going to create massive trading opportunities for us as traders, both day trades and swing trades. And my God, did it ever. Last week, we had not 1, not 2, but 3 triple-digit gain trades called out inside of True Trading Group. As a matter of fact, 2 of them were over 200% gains. To have that many triple-digit gains in 1 week, it's just not normal. But then again, nothing about this market is normal right now. I told you that everything had changed. The markets were in this little slow, steady stair step to the upside with very little volatility in between. But I told you last week that everything had changed. This market's been on an absolute tear as the economy has held up far better than any Wall Street analyst had anticipated. Hell, better than also what I had expected this year as well. I thought that by now we would be in a mild recession, but there's no recession in sight. But inflation has been coming down. The jobs market remains tight. It remains strong. Earnings have been far better than feared. GDP is still chugging along above 2%. You can't have a recession if GDP is over 2% and the unemployment rate is 3.5. You simply just can't. So looks like no recession for 2023, and that is not something that the overwhelming majority of Wall Street analysts and hedge fund managers anticipated going into 2023. Also myself, I also thought, if you've been following our live stream since earlier this year, I thought that by now you would start to see the economy starting to move its way towards a mild recession. I never bought into the world is ending, Great Depression nonsense that a lot of the fear mongers would like to spread online last year that have been very, very quiet this year. I never bought into that, but I am shocked myself at how well the economy has held up throughout this point. That sure lock recession that everybody was waiting for, that everybody was scared of, has been put off. Hedge funds had to chase the market higher this year. Over the last 2 months, this rally that you have seen in the market, this move right here, this move in the market is hedge funds chasing performance. And it is retail investors also chasing and with FOMO. So the difference here is retail investors have FOMO because they are scared that they actually missed their opportunity. And hedge funds are chasing performance. Hedge funds cannot go into the end of the year in as big of a cash position as they came into the year, because that is, you saw coming in 2023, the highest defensive position in hedge funds that you've seen in over 20 years, meaning that the amount of cash that hedge funds were sitting in and the amount of hedges and short positions that hedge funds had on was the highest that we've seen in over 2 decades. So that's because everybody was anticipating there being a recession and they were going to be able to buy at much better prices throughout the year. But that has not happened. Matter of fact, quite the opposite. The market's been ripping to the upside because inflation's been coming down. GDP is higher than expected. Earnings have held together. The labor market remains strong. So now hedge funds have come to the realization that there is not going to be a recession in 2023, and we cannot afford to go into the end of the year still defensively positioned the way that they are. Because unlike you, hedge funds have to answer to investors at the end of every year. And you can't just say, oh, yeah, we missed it this year, we'll get it next year. No, they're going to have big problems with their investors. Their investors are going to say, you didn't do a good job managing my money. I'm going to pull my money away from you. I'm going to give it to somebody else that did a better job this year. So they had to get that money into the market so they can show that they are not as defensively positioned. It's called chasing performance. That is where that term comes from. On the retail side, retail investors piling money into the markets up here as markets move higher because they feel like, oh, everything's fine. The markets are moving higher. It's a good time to buy stocks. The good time to buy stocks is when stocks are down. That's a good time to buy stocks because you make money by buying low and selling high. But the retail investor does the exact opposite. The retail investor sells when the markets go down and they wait for the market to go back up and they buy again. There's probably many people on this live stream that bought stocks this year at significantly higher prices than they sold them at last year. There's probably many people that are on here. Matter of fact, I know there are because people message me. They send me messages on Twitter. Guys can follow me on Twitter or X, whatever it is now. It's at MikeEdward_TTG. Again, that's at MikeEdward_TTG. I'm always posting trade ideas and market commentary, positioning, and everything else. So you guys can go ahead and give me a follow there on Twitter. But that's what you've seen move the markets higher over these last 2 months, right? Even though the economy has slowed compared to last year, the stock market's significantly higher than it was last year, even though the economy is slower right now this year than it was last year. The stock market and the economy are two very different things. All you need to do is look back and remember what happened not that long ago in 2020 and 2021 when the stock market went on to make a new all-time high in 2020, even though the entire economy was shut down. That is all the proof that you need to know that the stock market and the economy are not the same thing. Because the entire economy was shut down in 2020, yet the stock market still made a new all-time high in 2020 and continued to new all-time highs in 2021. They are not the same. You see, nothing about this is normal. Like I told you last week, everything changed. Everything changed on Tuesday when Fitch downgraded the U.S.'s credit rating. It changed not because I thought that, and you can go back and watch the live streams from last week when we went over and discussed the Fitch downgrade of the U.S. credit rating. I didn't think that everything changed because I thought this was going to now send us into some severe recession. And like, oh, this is it. This is the moment. This is that black swan event that nobody saw coming. That's just going to, be the end of days here for the markets. That's not what we thought. It's because everything changed because I thought that it was going to create a headwind for this market that's going to see a spike in volatility, because for the last 2 months, we have had no headwinds and all tailwinds. A headwind is just something that is going to stand in your way. A tailwind is something that can help push you forward. And we have gotten nothing but tailwinds over the last couple of months. What are those tailwinds? Inflation has come down. CPI has been drastically under expectations. The labor market's been strong. That's been above expectations. Earnings above expectations. The Fed signaling that they're just about finished with their rate hike cycle. So every single piece of economic data, every single catalyst, the banking crisis resolving itself, all of those things were tailwinds for the market over the last 2 months. There were no headwinds. That Fitch downgrade is the first headwind that the market had to deal with. And how did the market deal with it? By moving to the downside for 3 days in a row. That's how the markets handled it. The markets handled it by moving to the downside for 3 consecutive trading days last week following the Fitch downgrade. That is causing the volatility spike. Finally, a headwind in the market. Finally, something to create uncertainty. Finally, something to pause the unfathomable buying pressure that we have seen coming into this market over the last month. That volatility is what we live for as traders. The market had been ripping higher and higher with seemingly nothing to stop it until the credit rating came out of left field. It's something that nobody expected. I've been trading for over 17 years. I have seen many different types of markets. I've seen many different catalysts that have moved markets. Now, I know when volatility is coming. I know when things are going to heat up. Well, hell, it's because I learned during the great financial crisis working on Wall Street when the heat was turned all the way up in 2008. I knew that this volatility was coming once that headwind was introduced into the market. I told you last week that volatility was coming. And now, finally, the market started pulling back, and that has provided excellent trading opportunities for us inside True Trading Group. If you just take a look at some of the trades from last week, you take a look at from some of the trades last week. There's one of them that was over that was over a 200% gain. Then you go ahead and you take a look at Enphase. This was another one that over a 200% gain on put options on Enphase. Palo Alto, another one over 200% gain on Palo Alto. SEDG, that was like a 75% gain for members on put options on SEDG. This is a handful of some of those trades that volatility that we told you was coming last week has provided for members of True Trading Group. Now, these are just some of the trades that were called out in chat last week, but this is the action that you are missing out on. And this week should be no different, because 2 weeks ago, it was all about earnings. Last week, it was about a credit rating cut and earnings. Well, this week, it's going to be all about earnings and inflation data. So yet another catalyst to increase volatility. And let me tell you something about this inflation data, because if you've been paying attention to the price of oil, you've been paying attention to the price of wheat, they've been going up drastically. Last month, oil was $67, $68 a barrel. Now it's $83, $84. The price at the gas station has gone up. What's that going to do to the inflation read that we're going to get towards the end of this week? Because everybody's become very extremely complacent that inflation is just automatically now going to be under expectations. You are vulnerable right now for an upside surprise on inflation either this month or maybe next month. That is another catalyst that can provide volatility. I live for this kind of thing. I thrive in this volatility because I learned in the most volatile environment that we've ever seen, 2008. Now, I'm not trying to make any comparison right now between 2008 and right now, not at all. But what I am comparing is the type of trading opportunities that I see on a daily basis, and I compare that to the ones that I saw in 2008, the same year that I received the Trader of the Year award. There typically isn't opportunities for multiple triple-digit gains every single week. But that's what we've been doing inside True Trading Group, and members have been absolutely killing it. You don't have to take my word for it. You shouldn't take my word for it. Members, do me a favor. If you're a member of True Trading Group and you guys are making money and you're becoming better traders in this volatile environment, I want you all to go ahead right now and type the number 1 inside of chat. Again, type the number 1 if you're making money, if you guys are becoming better traders, type the number 1 in chat right now. Now, anybody that's on this live stream that's not a member of True Trading Group, I know that there are many. Pay close attention to how many people you're going to see type the number 1 in chat, because these are your peers, guys. These are your friends, your family members, your coworkers. They've had all the same excuses that you have had. And now here they are saying that they're making money. I told you exactly 1 week ago, as a matter of fact, at this exact same time, Sunday, last Sunday, right here, the exact same moment, I told you that I believed the market was going to pull back like August into September. And last week, I believe, was the start of that pullback. Now, I know there's a lot of people on this very live stream that have made a complete mess of their long-term portfolios. Maybe you panicked and sold last year because everyone told you that the world was ending, or maybe you simply never bought because everyone said that the market was going to go a lot lower and there was a depression coming. But this opportunity, this not normal environment that we find ourselves in, just may give you one last shot to get it right. If I'm right and the market does pull back over the next 1 to 2 months, it may give you the opportunity to start writing the long-term portfolio and to start getting into the best stocks in the market at cheaper prices than where they are right now. And in the meantime, you can start capitalizing on the day trading and swing trading opportunities to generate income while working on building wealth in your long-term portfolio. That's what the stock market is all about. That is what TTG is all about. It's about generating income trading to either supplement or replace your income while building wealth for your family by investing for the long term. As a matter of fact, we have a lot of many members in True Trading Group that have gone on now to become full-time traders. You want to talk about supplementing income? Well, let's talk about replacing our income, because that's everyone's goal. Guys, do me a favor now. Now do me a favor. Members, do me a favor. Type the number 1 in chat right now if you guys have gone on to become full-time traders. If you are now a full-time trader, go ahead right now and type the number 1 inside of chat. That's the goal. That's why we're here. This is what is possible in an environment like this, in an environment like we find ourselves today. Pay very close attention to the amount of people that you see commenting in chat. Many of these people joined True Trading Group not that very long ago with a dream that they never thought was possible of becoming a full-time trader. Yet now here they are living out that dream. Not 10 years later, not 5 years later, but yet here they are, maybe joining a year, 2 years ago, and here they are living their dream as a full-time trader. This is what is out there in this environment. Now, when I think about success, like what is success? Like what is the definition? Like, what is the definition of success? What is success? Could be a different definition for a lot of different people. Maybe comment in chat, actually, guys. What do you guys think success is? What do you consider success? Type in chat right now. What do you consider success? Seriously, not rhetorical. Actually type in chat a couple of comments. What is success to you? Go ahead and type in chat right now. I'm curious to see, what some of your views are on what is success. Everybody has a different definition or a different meaning of success. You guys can comment right now and tell me what you think success is. Let's see. Freedom, taking care of my family and living life freely, to do what I want without worrying about cost, to be able to pay for both kids' colleges and whatever they want to do afterwards. I love that, Keith. Being in control of my own life, being my own boss, consistent trading, peace, freedom, empowerment, taking care of my family's future, generational wealth, independence, trading while being full-time, while being a full-time father, so my son never has to worry about money. Daddy trades, amen to that. Financial independence, happiness, peace, no worries about living, no worry about money while giving back. You want to know what I see a lot in here? You want to see what a lot of comments that I see, a lot of people saying? Generational wealth, providing for my family. I'll tell you what my definition of success is. Because to me, when I'm laying there on my deathbed and I'm down to my last few breaths on this earth, if I can look at my children and say, my kids lived a better life than I did, I lived a successful life. That is success to me. That's my definition of success. And that is exactly what the stock market provides, if navigated the right way. That opportunity to achieve success. Stock market doesn't care where you came from, doesn't care where you went to school, doesn't care about your religion, your race, your gender, your political affiliation. None of it matters. All of us have the same opportunity on any given day to go and buy or sell any stock that we please. That is the opportunity that a stock market provides. And my friends, we are in the best one this world has ever seen. That is why it is so important for you to get an actual real education, to have actual access to real tools that are used by professionals, and to be part of a community that genuinely cares whether you succeed or not. That is what TTG offers. That is what TTG is. That is who we are. Now, we've got a lot to go over tonight. And I'm going to share with you guys some of my top trade ideas for the week. What stocks I'm focusing on. Futures are up right now. What we can expect from inflation data that's coming up. Of course, like I said, we got the $1,000 giveaway that you all, I see, are very excited for based on your comments earlier on the stream. So we have a lot to get into tonight. But first, we actually have to welcome Henry. Guys, we first have to welcome Henry. Guys, welcome Henry. Henry's the newest member of the True Trading Group. Henry said, mark me down for success. Henry, welcome to the True Trading Group family, guys. Everybody welcome Henry. Guys, welcome Henry. All right. So you know what? Let me do this real quick. Guys, how many people are on here that are not members of True Trading Group? Do me a favor, type the letters TTG if you are not a member of True Trading Group. Do me a favor, again, if you're on here, we have almost 1,000 people that are with us. If you are not a member of True Trading Group, do me a favor and just type the letters TTG. Let me see how many people that we have on here that are not members. We got Daniel Williams, we got Corey, Joseph, MB, Deb, KT, High Five, Omar, Guy Did, Brooks Trump, welcome back, Guy Did, Tim, Brooks Trump, welcome back. Let's see, Daniel Shields, Chris Ricciardi, welcome, Weebay, Steven, JC, DBV, Sandy Reed, how are you? Cindy, Lewis, Alan Harding's back, GD, Cello, Daniel, Telly, Irvin, Terry, Kwame, Matthew. Perfect. A lot of new faces that I see that are joining us here tonight, guys. I welcome all of you. Everyone that's typing TTG here tonight, right now on this live, I welcome all you guys. We got another one, Seth. Thank you, DBV. Goes, always love for what you do. I appreciate that, DBV. We do our best, man. We do our best, and you know, it's what we do here at True Trading, guys. Literally trying to empower and level the playing field for retail traders and investors, because it makes all the difference. We got Shalonda, Roy, Steven. Welcome, guys. Welcome. Mark, Renee. I've got a handful of new members. You know, here, let me do this. Let me explain to you guys real quick. Give me 5 minutes. I'll tell you guys how you can join the True Trading community, because tonight is actually the last night for our discount that we've been running over the weekend. So we actually have a 52% discount that's been running over the weekend. It ends at midnight tonight, and the price then goes up. So I just want to make sure that everybody that's on this live stream, if you do want to take it, if you do want to join True Trading Group, that tonight would be the night to do so before the price goes up at midnight tonight. We've been running it all weekend, but at midnight tonight, it's over and the price then moves higher. It's a 52% discount. You guys can go to ttgoffer.com. That's ttgoffer.com. Where's the trading info? Weebay, it's coming. We got a lot of people here. Want to make sure everybody understands how they can get access to the platform. And then I'm giving you guys my top trade ideas for the week. Go to ttgoffer.com. Use the coupon code TTG121. Again, the coupon code, you have to manually type it in. TTG121. Click apply code. The price will then drop down to just $1,059 for the entire year. The price is normally $2,212. It's going to say that when you go to ttgoffer.com, but you have to manually enter the coupon code. Okay, you have to manually type TTG121, click apply code. It'll flash green and the price drops to just $10.59. That's 52% off. It's good until midnight tonight. Everything you see on that page, when you go to ttgoffer.com, everything on that page is included when you guys join. There's no upsell for those things. There's no hidden fees. There's no additional costs. Everything on that page is included for the $10.59. It includes our 22-course curriculum, which is a simplified and expanded upon version of the 3-month educational training I received working at the fund in New York. Joe, why don't you actually post that link up in chat real quick? Just post that link up in chat for people that can click on the link. You guys can see for yourself every tool and every topic and every course that you guys are going to have access to inside the curriculum. Our 22-course curriculum, there's beginner courses, advanced courses, options, swing trading, trader psychology, crypto, futures. It's all included. There's no VIP or pro courses that cost more money after you guys sign up. Everything is included. You also get Benzinga Pro's real-time news feed. You get congressional trading data, so you can track trades that are being made by members of Congress. You also get insider trading, so you can track trades that are being made by management teams like the CEO and the CFO when they buy and sell stock. Just those things, if you went to Benzinga on your own, that's going to cost you over $1,400 a year. You can join True Trading Group, but only until midnight tonight for $10.59. You can save yourself over $350. And you get access to those same tools as well as everything else that TTG offers, which is Quote Media's full book level 2. TradingView's premium charting software. TradingView's charting software is like $600 a year. It is included when you join TTG. You also get the Trade Idea Scanner. The Trade Idea Scanner streams on our platform for you to use so that you can focus on the hottest stocks during the day. Some of you may pay for these things already. You get a simulator that lets you trade with fake money, but with real-time data, so you can practice implementing what you're learning before you risk your hard-earned cash. You get dark pool data. Dark pool data, if you don't know what that is, dark pools is a private exchange where hedge funds conduct massive trades. If a hedge fund wants to sell $100 million block of something, they sometimes may not do it in the open markets. They will go do it in a dark pool, and that's a private transaction between a hedge fund and other hedge funds. We can see that data. You get access to that as a member of True Trading Group. You also get unusual options activity, options flow, short data. Again, you guys may pay for a lot of these things already. That's very expensive data. It's included when you join our platform. You get various AI tools. We have a lot of AI tools we have been implementing. We've been at the forefront of implementing AI into the True Trading Group platform so that you guys have trading assistants that can help you set up strategies, that can help you identify patterns, that can break down sentiment on news releases for you. I mean, there's a whole different variety of AI tools that you have access to when you guys join our platform. You also get a trading journal that tracks your trades, a social sentiment scanner that tells you what stocks are being talked about most on social media, a watch list every day that the moderators publish telling you these are the stocks we're focused on and these are our entry prices and these are our exit prices. I get you guys don't have all the time in the world. I know you have busy schedules, you've got responsibilities, but TTG was built for those with busy schedules. Lean on the 10 professional traders at True Trading Group to do a lot of the heavy lifting for you. Let us tell you where we believe that the opportunities in the markets are on any given day if you don't have the time to do so yourself. 600 hours worth of workshops and videos inside of our video library. All of these things are included when you guys join. You just have to go to ttgoffer.com, use the coupon code TTG121, click apply code. The price will drop down to $10.59. That's 52% off. And it's good until midnight tonight. Also, we had 20. Henry grabbed one. There are 19 laptops available. Okay. There are 19 laptops available. The next 19 people to join will get themselves a free Windows laptop. It's going to be either an Asus, Acer, HP, Dell, or Lenovo. We cover the shipping. We ship anywhere in the world. We have members in 115 countries. I assure you, no matter where you live, we will get you guys that laptop. We're like DHL. We should maybe change our name from TTG to DHL with how many laptops that we've shipped across the world. You don't have to enter your address when you sign up. You're going to get a welcome email after you join with instructions how to claim that laptop. So be on the lookout for that welcome email. And guys, listen, I know I talk a big game on these live streams, but I back it up with our own money. I back it up with our own money by giving you guys a double your money back guarantee. Anybody that joins True Trading Group here this evening, you're going to pay $10.59. If you are unable to make back the $1,059 membership fee at least one time during your membership, after going through our courses, passing our quizzes, and attending one study group, and actually use the platform. Don't just log on to our site 5 times all year and be like, I didn't make any money. Use the platform. Do those things. If you can't make $1,059 at least one time during your membership, we will give you back $2,118. Double your money. I'm dead serious. It's right there on the website. It's literally right there in black and white. I can do that because our refund rate is only 2.39%. If our refund rate was 10 or 15%, I wouldn't be able to offer you guys double your money back. I wouldn't. 78% of our members renew their membership or have gone on to become lifetime members of True Trading Group. Guys, do me a favor. Members, type the number 1 if you've been a member of True Trading Group for longer than a year. We have to welcome Marsha. I'm just going to say Marsha. Marsha Rief. Marsha Rief. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that correctly, but Marsha Rief. Welcome to the True Trading Group family. Guys, Marsha Rief, newest member of the TTG fam. But guys, listen, look how many people are going to type the number 1. Again, type the number 1 if you're a member of True Trading Group for longer than 1 year. Ask yourself why this many people have renewed their membership. Why do you guys think that is? This is a lot of the reason why I can offer a double your money back guarantee. I see the results that members have. 78% renew their membership or 5-star rate on Trustpilot with over 2,200 reviews. And our refund rate is 2.39%. Because of that, I can offer you double your money back. You just have to go to ttgoffer.com, use the coupon code TTG121, click apply code. The price drops down to $10.59. As long as you see a laptop in your checkout cart. See that laptop icon? If you see a laptop in your checkout cart, that means that you're going to be getting one of those laptops. That means there's one of them left. After 19 people joined, actually now it's 18 because of Marsha. So after Marsha just joined, we have 18 laptops left. Once 18 people join, that laptop's no longer going to be visible. You have until midnight tonight for the $10.59 price point, which is 52% off before the price goes up. I wish I joined from the very beginning, says Keith. I hear you, brother. 2 years, October 24th, best financial decision I ever made in my life! Exclamation, exclamation, exclamation. From Blue Snowfall. Gone Fishing says, TTG's a money cult. Once you join, it's hard to leave. Awesome. My only regret is I didn't find TTG sooner. I hear you. Well, now's your chance, guys. Like I said, ttgoffer.com, TTG121 coupon code. All right? All right, folks. So there you have it. If you have any questions at all, text us, 786-505-4049. Again, 786-505-4049. Send a text message to that phone number. You have any questions. We're fully transparent. We're an open book. Text us with anything you guys want to know, and we'll help answer any questions you have. Also, before I forget, if you're a trial member, it used to be a trial or used to be an annual member, do you guys want to come back? You have to text us so we can whitelist your email address to give you that deal. All right? Otherwise, go to ttgoffer.com, use the coupon code TTG121, click apply code, price drops down to just $10.59. All right, folks? All right, gang, there we have it. All right. Now, it's time for us to start to go over some top trade ideas. All right, because now what I'm going to be doing, I joined less than 6 months, and as a new trader, learner, really liking this group, says Manpreep. Awesome. Phil Dis, I know you also just joined too, brother. What's up? Welcome back to the stream. All right, let's go over some of the top trade ideas now, guys, for the week. Again, if you have any questions, text us, 786-505-4049. Otherwise, ttgoffer.com, TTG121 coupon code. All right, Futures are up. All right. Futures are up. We're up just shy around 0.3% on futures, and NASDAQ is leading the way, up about 0.5% after the pullback last week. So we had 3 consecutive down days last week in the overall market, which is funny because we just came off 13 consecutive green days for the Dow. Right? We had 13 consecutive green days for the Dow, longest streak we've seen in decades. And then now we get this 3-day pullback in the overall markets following the headwind of the credit rating cut by Fitch, right? So you got this 3-day down move. Now you're coming up on a key support level for the SPY, which I think gets tested and I expect to bounce off of. And that's going to be like 444, 445 on the SPY. It's this level that I see right here. I think this level needs to be tested. All right. It was such a clean break, and it was a gap and go with no pullback and retest of this level. You can see that was a clean double top for the markets. We gapped above it there in early July, and then continued to just push up towards new 52-week highs without ever pulling back and resetting on that once resistance level. So what do we know? Resistance, when broken, often becomes support, but we have not pulled back to test this level yet. I expect this level to get tested within the next few days. We're gapping up right now on futures. We'll have to see if the gap up tomorrow fades itself out. We could be due for a little bit of a bounce to start the week, considering we were down Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. A nice little bounce back can set us up into a nice area that you can look then maybe for some pullbacks to get back down to 444 with the inflation catalyst that's coming up on Thursday. All right, I'll get to what I think about inflation in just a little bit, but let's talk about the SPY first. So this is the level that I'm looking for, right? And you can see, guys, I'm really just looking for us to just maybe get a bounce back day tomorrow or something, but I really do think that you're going to get another leg down to test 444 to 445. And that's kind of what I'm eyeing up. So I'm going to try to wait out bounces this week, and then try to be short against certain resistance levels to try to get myself back down to the SPY on 444. I've got a handful of individual stocks. I got about 6 of them. All right, I got about 6 stocks that I'm looking at here to start the week, and they're pretty even. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm sorry, there's 7 of them, and they're pretty even split. I got 3 shorts and 4 long ideas that I'm looking for coming into the week. You had a lot of really good examples of relative strength and relative weakness last week. One stock that's on my watch list is actually a small cap. I don't usually have small caps on my list going into the week, but this stock went nuts on Friday, went nuts after hours on Friday, and is now above a very important resistance level. And if tomorrow morning, if tomorrow morning, MF is above $2.50, I would look for a very quick pullback off the open to $2.50. And if $2.50 holds and the stock then recovers off $2.50, I'm going to get long and I'm going to look for the stock to try and continue to squeeze. Why $2.50? Let me show you why $2.50 is such a key level. Well, first, let me show you Friday. Friday, the stock went nuts, consolidated in the afternoon, and then started a rally again in the after-hour session. You can see in the after-hour session, the stock actually went up to make a new high, right? We went up to make a new high there on Friday in the after-hour session. Now, that puts you above $2.50. This is a very important level. Why? Not only was that the high of the day from Friday, there was your high of the day, okay? So you see that's the high of the day from Friday. But let me go to a daily chart. Let me show you why $2.50 is a big level. One, two, three, prior support. You guys see that? Prior support. Look at this level. Support back in August of last year. Support in September of last year. Resistance in October. Resistance in December. Resistance in January. And now on Friday, we popped our head above that level. So you see how now you're above that level? So very specific plan. If tomorrow we are above 250, we have to be above 250 for me to think about taking this trade. If the market opens and this stock's at 220 or 230, this trade idea does not apply. If we are above 250, let's say maybe we're at 280 or 275, right off the bell, we drop down to like 260, 258, maybe it halts. Then out of the halt, we hold 250, back to 265, 270, and halt again. I'm going to get long that setup with a stop loss under 250 and see if there's another round of a short squeeze that can take you up to like $4. All right. That's going to be MF. Now, I will preface this by telling you guys that MF will be an advanced level trade. If it does go, it'll be a short squeeze. It has the very high likelihood of halting. I would recommend that you have hotkeys if you're going to trade this thing. But this is something I'm going to look at if it's above 250. All right. That's going to be MF. Continuing on with some of the long ideas, we're going to move on to Boeing, a stock that I have not talked about in a little while because the stock has cooled off of a massive rally. It's been relatively strong, and I'm thinking that we may possibly get a little bit of a bounce off of this pullback. All right. Why? Well, let's take a look at the channel that we broke out of. This channel has been in place all year for Boeing. Right? All year for Boeing, we've been inside of this channel. Okay. You broke out of that channel 2 weeks ago, and you saw the huge extension move that we got out of that channel. Now you've gotten a pullback, and we're pulling back right near the 50 Fibonacci level from this gap up. So if you were to draw Fibonacci levels from July 25th up to this high, your 50 fib lines itself up right around $230. Now, if I take you to a shorter time frame and let's draw a line across $230, I want to show you what we're looking at. You can see low of the day on Friday, low of the day on Thursday, low of the day on Wednesday. And let's go all the way back for good measure. Flat top break there on the 26th and the extension. So what I'm going to look for here on Boeing is the support zone that I see is 228 to 230, 228 to 230. Okay. 228 to 230. Looking for a quick pullback into that zone early and then bounce, recover, go green, push back up towards 234. All right. That's going to be Boeing. So again, support zone 228 to 230. Watching for pullbacks into that zone, trying to be long then for a red to green move to push back up into the low to mid 30s, and maybe we can catch a $3 or $4 move on Boeing to the upside. That's one that we're going to be also watching there for the potential long. Then we're going to move on to Palo Alto. Palo Alto, this was one of the biggest trades that we had. This was one of the biggest trades that we had last week. This was over a 200% gain on put options. And the gap down on Palo Alto, though, in my opinion, on Friday is a little overdone. And we're gapping down. We gap down into a massive level of support for this stock. And I think you could see a bounce back in this name. You can see this big resistance level that we had in March and April of last year. That's the previous all-time high. Okay, that's the previous all-time high. Then you got the huge gap down, and look at this purple line. That's the 100-day moving average. So the 100-day moving average is lining up with that previous all-time high to create that level of support. So watch to see if Palo Alto gets down into that zone. I'm going to look to see for Palo Alto to actually bounce off of that level and give you a little bit of a recovery, because I think that an 8% drawdown on Friday, coming off of even 2 days earlier, another 5% drawdown. I think this is overdone. I think you're going to get a dead cat bounce. The stock has moved far to the down. This was a $250 stock 3 days ago. It went all the way down to $212. I think you get a little bit of a bounce. I think you can see Palo Alto trade back up into the mid to high 220s as we get a little bit of a recovery play off of this down move. Palo Alto moved so far to the downside on Friday because Fortinet missed on earnings. Fortinet had bad or had bad guidance. The earnings report was not good. The stock got pummeled, and Palo Alto, similar company to Fortinet, and that stock got hit as well. But I think Palo Alto has a chance of a dead cat bounce going into tomorrow. Now, one of the things that I'm going to look to try to do is I could hedge this position. I might be looking long Palo Alto and short CrowdStrike. Okay, so long Palo Alto, and then I'll try to be short CrowdStrike. CrowdStrike, another similar company, right? Cybersecurity. But this stock has been a lot weaker than Palo Alto. You can see the stock is nowhere near its all-time high. Nowhere near it. But where's Palo Alto? Up near all-time highs, right? You took a look at the stock Fortinet. You can see Fortinet was at all-time highs before the earnings drop. So you can see CrowdStrike nowhere near as strong, right? CrowdStrike on Friday broke underneath the 50-day moving average, which is that dark blue line you see on my screen. You see this dark blue line has been support, 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 support. You see how strong of a support level that dark blue line has been. Look at that support level, goes all the way back to May. We broke underneath it and closed underneath it on Friday. What I'm going to look for out of CrowdStrike is a bounce back towards 153 to try to be short CrowdStrike. Now, where do I get that 153 number from? Let's go to a 15-minute chart so I can show you guys in a little bit more of a clearer way. And here you guys can see this previous support level, right? Low of the day there on Thursday, low of the day there on Wednesday, low of the day there from the 27th. And you can see when we broke underneath that level on Friday, you can see it became resistance for us on Friday. So now this week, let's watch for CrowdStrike to bounce back up into 153 and try to get ourselves short to hedge against going long Palo Alto. And if there's still more weakness in the cybersecurity names, then we can make some money on CrowdStrike to the downside. But if we get the bounce in Palo Alto, we would then release the CrowdStrike long 153 to 154, get out of that trade, and then let the Palo Alto trade move to the upside, and then we can walk away making some money on that position. All right, so that's one of the other trade ideas that we got coming into the week. Then we have Meta. Meta is all about $310. Okay, Meta is all about $310. Why 310? Why does it matter so much? It's a gap entry point with 4 bottoms to it. All right, you can see that $310 has been support for Meta for 4 trading days. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4 trading days. And that leaves you with an open gap right here, right? You see that open gap right there on Meta. So what I'm going to be looking here on Meta is quite simple. If you break that 310, there's your support level. If you break 310 with volume, let's try to see if 310 acts as resistance, and then try to see if we fill the gap, and that takes us down to around 300 to 302. We can maybe get, maybe a $8-9 move on Meta if we break that 310 level, right? So we'll see, wait for the break, resistance and back against it, and then we'll see if we can then start to work our way to the downside there on Meta. And then lastly, but not least, guys, Microsoft. Microsoft has been one of the weaker names out of the mega cap techs. Okay, it's been one of the weaker names ever since they reported earnings. A little bit of a disappointment there, and now you've been moving back to the downside. There's a support level that I've been watching at 323. All right, there's been a level here at 323 that I've really had my eyes on for Meta to test, and you can see that there was your support level. And then prior to that, you have this resistance. So this is the levels, the low 320s. That's the level that I'm going to be targeting there. That's a level I'm targeting for Meta. And what I do like about this setup is you can see these previous support levels are starting to act as resistance levels. Now, first, I want to show you how that used to be a level of support. Then you broke underneath it. And then you will see, oops, wrong draw tool. And then you will see how it started acting as a level of resistance. You guys see that? Now you rolled it back down. And then here you had this level of support right here. You broke underneath it. And then you can see topping tail, and resistance, right? You guys see that? Resistance, resistance, resistance. And then we rolled it over. And then you rolled it over. So let's see if we can crack 326, make that run down into the low 320s, and we can rely on this 334 level if there's a bounce here, which there probably will be. The futures are trading higher. The NASDAQ's up almost 0.5%. So Microsoft is probably going to open green tomorrow if the NASDAQ and the SPY opens green with it. And we'll see if that 334 level is still resistance. And then if the markets turn, you look for Microsoft back down into the 320s. We got to welcome a handful of new people, guys. We got to welcome Rebecca, Reese, Donald, Ray, and Jason. So Rebecca, Reese, Donald, Ray, and Jason, We've got 13 laptops now remaining. Rebecca, Reese, Donald, Ray, and Jason, welcome to the family. All right, 13 of those laptops now remaining. Again, guys, go to ttgoffer.com. Use the coupon code TTG121. That $10.59 price point, that 52% discount, it's good until midnight tonight. It comes with a double your money back guarantee. If you cannot make the $1,059 membership fee back at least one time during your membership, I will give you back $2,118. All you have to do is go through our courses, pass our quizzes, attend one study group, and actually utilize the platform. Don't just sign on to our site 5 times all year and say you didn't make any money. Use the platform, do those things. If you can't make $1,059 at least one time, we will give you back $2,118 twice, double what you have paid to join the family. Comes with all of our courses, all of our tools. And you guys get the free laptop. There's 13 left. As long as you see a laptop on your checkout cart, that's how you know you're getting one. We got to welcome Steven. 12 laptops now remain, guys. Everybody welcome Steven. Steven, 12 laptops now remain. All right, guys, again, you have any questions, don't be shy. We're fully transparent. We're an open book. Any questions or concerns, text 786-505-4049. Again, phone number, it's right at the bottom of your screen, 786-505-4049. Just go ahead and text. Go ahead and text that number. All right, so Steven, welcome. All right, guys, so you got 12 of those laptops now remain. Price is good till midnight. Laptop is good if you see one. You see one, you're getting one. We cover the shipping. We ship anywhere in the world. Remember, we have members in 115 different countries. I assure you, no matter where you live, we'll get you that laptop. All right, brand new Windows laptop. You can use it to trade with, use it for work, give it to your kid for school, sell it on eBay, put the money back in your account. Doesn't matter. It's our gift to you for joining the True Trading fam. All right, so welcome, Steven. All right, guys, now let's go. Let me hit on the SPY real quick. Let's hit on the SPY because right now we are gapping up. Right now we're sitting right around here. Okay, so I mean, this is the SPY, but if I was to pull up futures, you'd be looking at the futures sitting right around here, equivalent to the SPY. And I'm going to have, not just myself, but everyone's going to be really fixated and focused on the CPI report, because the reason why the CPI report is very important is because there is no Fed meeting in August. No Fed meeting in August. We got to welcome Irvin. Irvin, welcome. Welcome to the True Trading Group family. Irvin. Guys, that means now we're down to 11. All right, that means now we're down to 11 of those laptops. 11 of them left. All right. Irvin, welcome. So since there's no Fed meeting, you do have Jackson Hole. Okay. Now Jackson Hole is important. Okay. Jackson Hole is important because that's going to really be the only time that we're going to be able to hear Jerome Powell speak about the inflation report. Because the inflation report is Thursday and Friday. You get CPI and PPI data. Jackson Hole is August 24th, 25th, 26th. Jerome Powell is going to be giving a speech at Jackson Hole. He will undoubtedly speak to the inflation report that you get in August, which is the inflation for the month of July. The reason why I really care about this inflation report is because the price of oil and the price of wheat has really risen in the month of July. Oil is back over $80 a barrel. It was under 70 a month ago. So what is that going to do to the inflation report? The commodities moving higher, like wheat, which factors into food prices, and oil, which factors into energy prices. What is that increase in prices going to do to the CPI equation when we actually get our CPI number on Thursday? The market has become very complacent. you've had a couple really good CPI numbers in a row where for the last couple of months, I think it's like 3 or 4 months in a row now, the CPI number has been significantly under the expectation. We're no longer above expectations. We're not really in line. We've been under expectations for the last couple of months. It's almost starting to get expected. So if you get a scenario where that CPI number on Thursday is higher than expected, you're talking about headwind number 2. So remember what I said to you at the beginning of this live stream, that I thought the market was setting up for a pullback August into September, and the first headwind was the credit rating cut. If you get a higher than expected CPI number, that's going to be headwind number 2. Then Jerome Powell will be noticeably deterred and upset at his during his speech at Jackson Hole. That becomes headwind number 3. And now earnings will be over. There will be no Fed meeting. And all the market's going to have to trade off of is going to be the expectation that the Fed is going to once again raise rates in September if the CPI inflation number is higher than expected. That's where this market is setting up. Now, if that CPI number also comes in drastically under expectations, then obviously these things are not going to happen. I don't know what the CPI number is going to be. I'm not here to try to predict, what that CPI number is going to be. That's a fool's game. I have no idea what the CPI number is going to be. Instead, I will determine if the number is this, what do I think the market's going to do? And what am I going to trade? How am I going to make money from it? Versus if the CPI data is that, what am I going to trade? How am I going to make money from it? And I'd rather just understand how the market's going to react based on each possible scenario. So then whichever scenario, and have a game plan for that. And whichever scenario happens at 8:30 a.m. Eastern on Thursday morning, based on what happens then, I already have a trading game plan in motion. I'll be going through this with my members in True Trading Group in chat this week. We'll talk about it later on as the week mulls through, and then Wednesday night we'll be really fixated and focused on what we expect for that Thursday morning inflation number and what the trading game plans are around that. But I think this market has a little bit more of a pullback. I know the futures are bouncing right now. We talked earlier. We've been down 3 days in a row, maybe a little bit of a bounce to start the week, and then if that CPI number is hot, you're looking for a downward move, and we're going to be short a bunch of names if that does play itself through. All right. So there you guys have it, folks. That's some of my top trade ideas for the week. You got my analysis there on the SPY. You have a list of 6 different stocks that you can really focus. 6 different stocks that you can focus on this week. That's where my attention is going to be come tomorrow morning. It is now time for the second code word. The second code word. Now, again, if you guys remember, I told you earlier in this live stream, I'm going to be giving you 2 code words. If your name is called, you need to know both code words. You'll have 2 minutes to send a text message to the phone number that we put on the screen, and you're going to have to give us both code words. If you do, you win $1,000. The first code word was inflation. The first code word was inflation. Okay? First code word was inflation. Second code word is data. Data. That is the second code word. Second code word is data. So it is inflation, data. That is your code word, folks. We're going to now take everyone that is signed up for the giveaway. We're going to load your names up into a random name picker that is called the Wheel of Names. If your name is called, you will have 2 minutes to send a text message to the number that is on the screen, 786-505-4221. Again, that is 786-505-4221. You will have to text that phone number. You will have 2 minutes. And if you can provide us both code words, then congratulations, you win $1,000. Let's see if we are ready. We need some time, or are we ready to go? No, we need 3 minutes. All right, guys, we are not yet ready to spin that wheel. So why don't you go ahead and type some questions inside of chat while we get everyone's names loaded into the random name picker that is called the Wheel of Names. So go ahead, guys. If you have any questions, go ahead, type your questions. I'll take maybe 1 or 2 questions while Adam gets the names ready. with the oil and wheat prices at these levels, when does it reflect in the CPI PPI? That's what I'm looking to find out. Right? So prices went up in July. So the number that we're going to get this week is July's data. So we should see an increase in that number. It just depends on, just because oil prices go up does not necessarily mean that inflation has to go up. You can have other areas of inflation come down, and that can offset the increase in oil prices. Like you can have rent or housing prices come down. You can have automobile prices come down. You can have, medical prices come down. You can have other areas come down while other things move higher. And that would offset it. So we don't, you should see that data in this report, but we don't know what the rest of the data is going to look like. Oh, I don't know how to pronounce this name. Helliane? I don't know if I'm pronouncing that correctly. Helliane, welcome to the True Trading Group family. I apologize if I'm mispronouncing your name, but Helliane, welcome to the True Trading Group community. That means we are down to 10, I believe. That means we're down to 10 laptops. All right, that means we're now down to 10 laptops. Again, go to ttgoffer.com. Use the coupon code TTG121. Click apply code. The price will then drop all the way down to just $10.59. If you are unable to make $10.59 back at least once during your membership, we'll give you guys back double, $2,118. Welcome, Helliane. And now we are ready, guys, to spin that wheel. Good luck. It's giveaway time, baby. If you win, you must text the phone number that is at the bottom of your screen. Here we go. Round and round. Who's it going to be? Andrew Chan. Andrew Chan. You hear the crowd cheering and applauding. Andrew Chan. Andrew Chan, congrats. You have 2 minutes. The clock starts now. So Andrew Chan, you are going to have to send a text message to 786-505-4221. That's 786-505-4221. Text that number within the next 2 minutes, Andrew, and give me both code words, and $1,000 is yours. All right? And $1,000 is yours. So Andrew, congratulations, Andrew. All right, guys, clock is ticking for Andrew. Clock is ticking for Andrew. Let's see, guys. You guys can go ahead and you guys can ask me another question or two while we wait for Andrew to send that text message. Yes, Sherry. Actually, yes. Thank you for asking. All right, let's see here. I know there's a lag effect in the rate hike. Do you that along with the student loan payments coming up? It will be notable headwinds for consumer strength towards end of 23 and into 24. Yes, I do believe that to be true, Matt. Yes, I do believe. I think student loan payments are due to start back up in September. I think in September you have to actually start making payments again, if I'm not mistaken. But yes, I do think that will factor into the consumer at the end of the year and then going into next year. Yes. All right, guys, time's up. So no text message from Andrew. So Andrew Chan did not send a text. It's time to spin that wheel again. All right, here we go, guys. Good luck. We're spinning the wheel again. Andrew did not send a text message. Mark Dupree. Mark Dupree. Congratulations, Mark. Mark, you now have 2 minutes to send a text message to the phone number that you see on the screen. It is 786 505 4221. Mark Dupree, you have 2 minutes to send a text message to this phone number that you see on your screen and give us both code words. The clock is ticking, Mark. Do not make me spin this wheel again, Mark. What does he win? $1,000. He wins $1,000. He's also not a member. So, Mark, if you win, you could also choose. Oh, we got it? He got it, guys. Mark got it. $1,000. Now, Mark's not a member. So, Mark, if you want, we can give you a free True Trading Group membership or the $1,000, brother. Choice is yours. I would tell you, you know what I would do. The TG membership is worth a hell of a lot more than just $1,000, right? So, choice is yours, Mark. You can either take the $1,000 or you can take the True Trading Group membership. Choice is yours, Mark. Choice is yours. But congratulations either way. He got it. Oh, he's taking the membership, guys. Look at it. Mark Dupree's right there in chat. He goes, I'm taking the membership. That's fantastic. Awesome, Mark. Awesome, brother. Good choice. I'm happy. I'm looking forward to it. I'm happy to have you part of the team. I'm happy to have you part of the family. It's going to be a great week. Man, you picked a hell of a week. Well, no, you didn't pay. You won the giveaway, and now you're joining the community. It's a hell of a week. The timing could not be any better. Guys, I'm telling you, this volatility that you're starting to see last week, it's still going to be here. You got these catalysts coming up that could provide headwinds for this market, that could give us some really good trading opportunities like we saw last week. 3 triple-digit gains last week. 2 of them were over 200%. I think we're going to see a lot more of that going into this week. So, again, go to ttgoffer.com. Use the coupon code TTG121. Click apply code. The price drops all the way down to just $1,059. That price is good until midnight tonight. There's a few laptops left. As long as you see a laptop in your checkout cart, that's how you know you're getting one. We cover the shipping. It's totally free. You got double your money back guarantee. Quite frankly, I don't think you need it, but it's there for peace of mind. Text us with questions. 786-505-4049. Folks, that wraps it up for the live stream and my analysis, my trade ideas for the week. If you're not interested in the membership, you guys can sign off the live stream. All right, you guys can sign off the live stream. If you're not interested in the membership, before you go, subscribe, smash that like button. If you are interested, let me actually show you what the membership includes, and I can actually show you guys. I can show you guys what the platform looks like. All right, I can show you guys what the platform looks like. All right, because you get all the courses and all the tools, right? But here's our chat room. Our chat room is where the mods and I share our screen. We're live on the mic. We're calling out trades in real time. We're answering questions. We're giving you guys all of our trades. We're with you from pre-market through after hours. We're not just gone after an hour or two and you're left to fend for yourself. You've also got our mobile app. Our mobile app will allow you to see our screen shares, listen to the audio commentary, and get real-time push notifications when our moderators enter and exit trades, because you're sent real-time push notifications when our orders are executed. This way, you don't have to be in front of your computer to follow along with what we're doing in chat. As long as you have your cell phone, you guys are good. You're going to get 2 private study groups with our mods to speed up your learning curve. You're going to get Benzinga Pro's real-time news feed as well, right? Live breaking up to the second news alerts directly inside of chat. Congressional trading data to track trades by Congress. Insider trading to track trades by management teams. Then you're going to get TradingView's premium charting software. That's like $600 a year if you go to TradingView directly. Those things from Benzinga would cost you well over $1,000 if you went to Benzinga directly. All these things are included when you join us for just the $10.59. The Trade Idea Scanner streams on our platform. Okay. This way you guys can see what stocks are, hottest at the moment. You guys can focus on the best opportunities that are out there. You're going to get Also, a simulator that lets you trade stocks, options, crypto, futures with fake money so you can practice implementing what you're learning in the courses. Our own proprietary scanner lets you create custom scans. Dark pool data, unusual options activity, options flow, short data. It's all included, guys. A trading journal that tracks your trades and breaks it down to the statistics. A social sentiment scanner tells you which stocks we talked about most on social media. Analyst ratings of any stock you're interested in. And then, of course, the watch list. The mods and I publish our watch list for you. The stocks we're focused on with entry and exit prices every morning. Then you have all the courses. Courses are a simplified and expanded upon version of what I learned going through that 3-month training program, working at the fund in New York. There's beginner courses, advanced courses, options, swing trading, trader psychology, crypto, futures, you name it, we've got it, guys. It's all included. Now, listen, I can't guarantee you're going to be successful just because you join True Trading Group. But if you do join TTG and you go through our courses, you pass our quizzes, you attend our one study group, and you actually utilize the platform that you are subscribing to. If you are unable to make back $1,059 at least once during your membership, I'll give you back double, $2,118 that you can keep the free laptop. I can do that because our refund rate is only 2.39%. 78% of our members renew their membership or become lifetime members, and we're 5-star rated on Trustpilot with over 2,200 reviews. If our refund rate was 10 or 15%, I wouldn't offer double your money back. I wouldn't be able to. We'd go out of business. TTGoffer.com, TTG121 coupon code. You have any questions, text us, 786-505-4049. All right? That's it, folks. Take advantage. Price is good till midnight, then the price is going up. All right, price is going up at midnight. It's your last chance for that 52% off number for the 1059. I'll see my TTG fam in chat tomorrow morning. Mark Dupree, congratulations on winning and becoming a TTG member. Congratulations to all of our new members that have joined the family here today. Our family just got a little bit bigger. Subscribe to the channel, smash that like button, turn on your notifications. I'll see you all in chat